What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And today we will be diving right into Basketball Wives episode 2 recap and thoughts on the episode, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Remember, guys, to subscribe to the video. For me, this episode was a slow burner. I actually did enjoy it as well compared to the premiere. The premiere as well started off slow, and then after that, it pretty much got a bit more intriguing. I am still not sure about Chantel being on the show. Reason being is I think there's some underlying issues between her and her mom. And for her to basically, each time that her mom does something in a scene, she rolls her eyes, she's annoyed. I would love for these producers to, and I'm hoping at some point we get that and not too late, where they can have these two actually sit down, because this tension that I see brewing between the two of them seems a bit very off. And I don't know. I think it's just going to come to a collision, and that's what I'm just trying to avoid. But we all saw the trailer, so we know what went there. Now, in terms of, we got introduced to Ty and Ming, and they had a sit down with Evelyn and Brandy, I believe, yes. So Ty had a sit down with Evelyn and Brandy, and for me, Ty seems like a cool person. I don't know much about her. I only remembered her from Love and Hip Hop when she was with Mimi. From what I got from this scene is I think Brandy kind of shared a bit too much information for someone that she's getting to just meet. And I don't know. I personally, when I'm just meeting someone, I'm not going to share my information or my personal information about my life like that. Whether if it's on the internet and it's already out there, I just felt like she didn't need to go so deep into throwing her husband in the mix and letting her know what her husband did and everything. I think all of that was just a bit much. And it's something I personally would not do. And that's what I was like, Brandy, you kind of just meeting this girl. Why are we giving so much information already? But, it is what it is. We saw where Jackie and Ming were meeting up to do a run or walk, and we saw where Jennifer was supposed to join them because the night before, the day before, Evelyn and Jennifer got into it. So we saw where they basically were supposed to walk, but of course Jennifer chickened out, and we got a call where she basically was on the phone with Christian, and she was basically emotional and kind of teary eyed. I feel as if, like, Jennifer, you knew the story surrounding your husband when you guys were getting together and you were planning to get married. Second of all, you also know that the reunion, it was also surrounding this situation, and of course what we got, the hot mic session with Evelyn, and what came out. I cannot believe you thought that you would have been coming into this season and your husband would not be in the hot topic, because then you guys did allegedly get married. And why you thought that these ladies weren't going to discuss this baffles me. You came onto the season and you pretty much don't really have any storyline going for yourself other than what is the alleged stuff being said about your husband. It baffles me that you signed up again for another season and you thought that this was not going to come up. Your husband will not be the topic of conversation. I just don't understand what was going through your mental when you thought that I'm going to do season 12 of Basketball Wives. So for you to be on the phone already emotional, and we just started filming, you're already emotional because of the little stuff that Evelyn came at you with. I'm wondering how are you going to manage going throughout the entire season? Because if this is episode 1 and you're already frazzled, what is your emotion and what is your behavior or whatever is going to be like when it comes on to the rest of the season? And I'm hoping it does get, well, we saw at the end of the episode, you didn't have a fear in saying what you said, but I'm wanting to see what are you expecting to happen going further on into this season because he is the hot topic. We had bloggers on YouTube, everybody discussing his alleged past and what he's allegedly still doing. What do you think was going to happen? That person was going to open their arms and say, "Oh my God, Jennifer Gold, welcome," and it was going to be all fairy tales and rainbows. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. So you being frazzled, I was like, okay, Jennifer, that's what the card went on to play. Then you met up with Jackie. And then this is where you basically had Christian being your mouthpiece. And he was basically showing text messages to state that the lady was a fan of him or a friend of him, whatever it is. She saw the trailer. She wanted to defend him. Then all of a sudden, now she's requesting her money back. Christian, I understand, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She should have basically came to you. Why did she go to Evelyn? But at the end of the day, if you have this latest $1,500, give her back her $1,500. You already do not have a squeaky clean pass. You already do not have persons that are already discussing you. So just give this lady back her money. Why are we holding on to text messages and showing text messages to show your point that this lady was friendly with you or friends with you and now she's turning her back on you? At the end of the day, she paid you for a service. The service was not completed or started. Give her back her money because you're saying she's entitled to a refund, but you're more concerned about the principle of why she didn't ask you for it. Who cares? Give her back her money and allegedly anybody else's money you have for them. Because seeing that $1,500 is like a dinner for you. You're here at the table, give her back her money. Simple as that. We saw where we had Chantel met up with Evelyn and Ming. And of course, Evelyn wanted to get to know Chantel and Ming on another level because I guess the first time they meeting each other was the blow up with Jennifer. And this moment was nice. I did not like the fact that Ming had to, and I don't know if it was really her wanting to discuss this or the producers asked her to bring it up. I didn't like the fact that she literally went back to Chantel, even when Chantel said in my mom's I told you my business. I didn't like the fact that she had to pretty much lean into the fact that yes, she kind of did. Because we all know that's a sour thing between when it comes on to Chantel being so private and being so, have her boundaries with her mom, and then for some outsider now to come and say that, well, my mom was telling me your business. I think that was absolutely really unnecessary, and I think that's going to also then trickle down into further issues between Jackie and her daughter because clearly this is a sore spot when it comes on to the two of them. So I don't like the fact that that was even brought up, which could have been totally ignored, but it is what it is. Evelyn basically was sharing her thoughts on the whole Jennifer of it all. She alleged that they aren't married. She's not seen no marriage license. And I'm hoping that's the case. So at least it's a quick thing for Jennifer if she decides that she needs to part ways. And this is where Chantel invited the ladies that she wants to do a little get together, which was like a games thing, and she wants everybody to come together because clearly the Friendsgiving was a total bust. But the ladies that meet up for the game thing that Chantel put together, we got introduced to Brittany's friend. I believe her name is Denise. Brittany came. Didn't even remember, honestly, until when I saw her in the scene. I didn't remember she was a part of the cast because I don't know what her storyline is this season. I don't know what she's supposed to be bringing this season, but yeah. So they came together, they played their games. It was a fun event. Everybody had their fun. There was not much tension when it came on to the games. Of course, everybody were on their own teams and everything like that. And of course, just like any group scene in any reality show, we always have to have the drama. We always have to have the moment or some discussion has to happen. Because again, sometimes with these shows, if things are too happy-go-lucky, then it doesn't make the edits because it's boring. So, of course, Jackie was the one who needs to bring the mess and decided to then ask the ladies because, of course, remember she met with Jennifer earlier, and Jennifer stated that she needs to be worried about her daughter who has a child with a felon. So, of course, Jackie was the one who decided now to let this be known at the group, which, again, reality TV, because if there was any other situation, I think this could have been done more privately, but we're shooting a show. And they came together, and this is where Evelyn stated her reasons for investigating or diving into when it comes on to her situation with Christian and Jennifer. And of course, we saw where Jackie nudged Jennifer into stating what she stated, rightfully so, because that's the thing what I don't like with Jennifer is like she likes to say things behind closed doors or in interview bites. And when it comes on to the face-to-face confrontation, is like she acts all dumb. Like she doesn't remember what she said. It wasn't meant that way. Someone is twisting her words. And I like the fact that Jackie held Jennifer's feet to the fire by letting her say what she stated. And surprisingly, Jennifer actually owned up to what she said and let her know that she needs to worry about her daughter who is having a child by a felon. And of course, we all know when it comes on to Evelyn, don't mention her daughter. Do not even breathe her daughter. Don't look in her daughter's direction. And she basically blew up, I will say, at Jennifer by, the whole reasoning by why she was letting her know about regarding the whole $1,500 alleged that the husband owes her, I believe her ex-husband's cousin or something like that. And of course, she let her know that do not mention her daughter because if you mention her daughter, you won't be able to walk the streets of LA. And I'm so sorry. Like Evelyn is this big bad wolf on reality TV, but I don't know of her having any much power in terms of in real life. So her making that threat by letting her know that she won't be able to walk the streets of LA, I'm like, okay, Evelyn, like I think you are getting ahead of yourself because I don't know what exactly is it that you are able to do or say to let Jennifer not able to walk the streets of LA. So I am confused by that statement. And maybe next week, because we saw it ended on a cliffhanger, maybe next week's episode, we'll see exactly what she means by that, or if she's able to fulfill that threat. Because I don't know exactly what is it Evelyn is able to do to let Jennifer not able to walk the streets of LA. But that was the actual episode. Let me know, guys, what your thoughts were on the episode. Are you enjoying the season so far? I am. Remember, guys, to subscribe to the channel and remember to like the video and comment. And also, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.